Hello, everyone. Welcome to You Can Do It, how Turner Syndrome has helped me deal with life's challenges. My name is Kathleen Hoffheimer. Some people call me Kat. This is episode 7 of the video podcast, so thank you for joining me. And I also have the audio podcast, so if you want to listen to any of my audio podcasts, the link is in the description below. Also, comment if you had any ideas for future podcasts. And today I want to go into, of course, what is a somber day here in America. It is the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. And I want to talk about something you've probably heard a lot about today, and that is unity. Now, 20 years ago, on September 11th, I was 15 years old. I was a freshman in high school. And when the first plane hit the towers, I was in class and nobody came into class and told us anything. We just went throughout our day. And I really didn't, or at least I didn't really hear anything until our mid-morning break at 10 o'clock when a upperclassman told us what was going on. And I remember an hour or so later, when we went to our social studies, which was a global studies class, and we were all just talking about what happened and just trying to make sense of it. And the truth is, I don't think we ever will make sense of it, because it was just such a tragic situation that happened. But one thing I do remember from that time is that we all came together as a society. We all were kinder to each other. We respected each other. We held doors for people. We exchanged kind words with people, even strangers, whether we knew them or not. And that was a beautiful thing to see. It brought out the best in America. Cut to 20 years later. And the big question is, what happened to that? And I think a lot of it is we let anger and fear and all these emotions get the best of us, that it clouds our better judgment and allows us to be the worst people we can be. I've mentioned before, we're meaner to each other on social media. We're meaner to each other in person. We can't have a civil conversation with people we disagree with. And that is wrong. It is so wrong. We have to learn to be more respectful for each other, towards each other. And we have to learn to work together. Because otherwise, nothing will get done. We have to learn to get outside ourselves and do our best for the greater good and sacrifice for the greater good. And that's something we have to learn to teach children. There is a Disney movie, a Disney Channel movie or DCOM, called Tiger Cruise. And it had Bill Pullman from While You Were Sleeping and Hayden Panettiere from Nashville when she was much younger. And it's about a young girl whose father's in the Navy. And she and a bunch of kids whose parents are also on the same ship go to visit their parents on their ship. And she is angry at her dad because she thinks he abandoned her family, abandoned her. And then September 11th happened. And her father stepped into action. And she got to see the sacrifices he made and really why he did what he did. And she learned to sacrifice herself. And it's things like that. For example, military families sacrifice themselves. They sacrifice their loved ones who go off to serve. The ones who serve sacrifice their lives to protect each other. And those of us who can't serve, we have to learn how to sacrifice to protect our country. And that's something we can teach our children, that we have to learn to put our differences aside, respect each other's differences, and work together. No matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, we have to learn to work together. Otherwise, nothing will get done. We will not have a society, and this world will cease to exist. So we all have to learn just to take a breath, calm down, not let our emotions, our egos get the best of us, and just work together. Because then that will bring out the best in America. That will bring out the best in us. And that is what is important. That shows that, yes, we can do it. So please just take today and honor the people who did sacrifice their lives to protect us on that day, and those who are still sacrificing their lives to protect us now, 20 years later. So thank you for joining me, and we'll be back again in another 2 weeks. In the meantime, I still have my audio podcast that you can check out on the link below. You can also check out my social on Twitter and Facebook. It is You Can Do It Blog. On Instagram, it's You Can Do It Pod Blog. And also comment on any topics you do want to hear about on the podcast. I want to know. I want to hear what you want to talk about. So please write in the comments below. And thank you again for joining me. And I look forward to talking with you in a couple weeks.